Hi. So, I didn't. I was hoping I wouldn't do that. Hi. So, I've been home for a few days. I just thought I would make. I mean, this might be my last video. I don't know. I'm slowly recovering. I'm not 100% yet. I'm having a lot of breathing issues and whatnot. I mean, I have a freaking inhaler. Yeah. I want to start by saying I'm not looking for sympathy here. I'm not looking for oh poor baby. Oh poor goof. Oh you poor baby, poor baby. No, I'm not looking for that. But I do kind of want to shed a lot of light on this this disease, this pandemic. You know, and I want to keep it in people's minds, and I want them to see that it's bad. It's bad. So, they went ahead and they released me from the yeah, this is going to go on through the video, and I'm sorry. So they released me from the hospital because while I was in the hospital, it didn't look like I was going to have any blood clots or any issues like that. And on top of that, it looked like I could breathe. I mean, they walked me around with this machine without any sort of oxygen or anything to see how well I was doing. I did well in the hospital. But I got out of the hospital. I got home, and my breathing is terrible. My home isn't filtered. It isn't, yeah, I mean, there's dust and pollen where I live, and it gets in my house. So it's not clean here. The air's not clean. So my breathing has been horrible. So let's kind of start back, and I'll go over again what was going on with me, and ultimately what happened as an aside to getting to coronavirus. So I started off with a fever, horrible fever. In fact, I was sitting here in this chair with that fever, just low to the floor, completely leaning back, just kind of watching YouTube videos, and my breathing was bad. Okay? And it was getting worse. My muscles were hurting all over. I could hardly move around. My muscles hurt, and my joints were hurting, and I couldn't move them very well. I was pretty much completely incapacitated. On several occasions, my brother had to help me move. So as the week went on, because I don't think it was a week, but as the time went on, I got worse and worse when it comes to the muscle pains, when it came to the fatigue, when it came to all of that. I was still breathing great, but then my sinuses started feeling like they were on fire. And everything smelled like the air, and everything smelled like somebody was burning chemicals. They weren't. It was in my sinuses, but it smelled like it. So it was bad. And so at that point, and then I completely lost all smell and taste right after that. It was almost like my senses were being singed and burnt. It was bad. So as time progressed, the muscle pains kind of subsided, but the breathing issues started setting in. The breathing was really bad. And I mean bad. So what ended up happening is, my lungs were not doing right. I had gotten pneumonia in both of them because of the coronavirus. The coronavirus caused pneumonia in my lungs. So, I got to where I couldn't breathe, I couldn't think straight. And at one point it was so damn bad. My brother walked in there while I was in the recliner, and he's like talking to me, and my brain is not working right. Something's seriously wrong, because I'm sitting there going, yeah, bub. Yeah, Bubba. Yeah. What, Johnny? My brother. And I'm sitting there just responding. I think I'm responding. I'm not responding. It's in my head. I'm not even fucking talking. Yeah. That's how bad it got. And eventually I pushed through and said a few things. I didn't realize I wasn't talking. I thought I was talking. I was just thinking it. Everything was just that bad. So then he put me to turn the lights out, and he said, you let me know if it gets bad enough. It got bad enough. I wasn't breathing in my sleep. It was really bad. I was waking up and just kind of, So then I was like, I'm sitting there pushing myself to talk, and I finally yell out at my brother. Like, Johnny, call 911. I can't do this. Called 911, and it didn't take him too long. My brother himself was a first responder, so he was checking on my vitals and everything. Another person he's worked with before around here in the fire department and whatnot, a friend of ours, Buck, he come down and helped. And they just kind of kept me focused on them while I waited for the ambulance. So the ambulance got me. They got me on some oxygen. They took me to a local hospital. They didn't have room for me. So I was only there overnight in one specific room. It was just a holding room. So then, by morning, they came in and said, Mr. Ponder, we found a hospital for you. And, yeah, I just told you my last name. I don't care. God. So Mr. Ponder, we found a hospital for you to go to. It was over an hour away. Over in a fancy hospital. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure my insurance was not happy to pay for that. But yeah. So I ended up in that hospital for over a week. It was a little over a week. It was about, I want to say 10 days, 11 days. I want to say. So in all that time, they had me on oxygen, and it was this cold, hard, blowing oxygen up my nose. I kept having blood clots come out of my nose. Big, nasty, disgusting blood clots. Yeah. Finally, they got it through their thick skull, and they put me on a different, this machine through the oxygen that humidifies and warms the air. At that point, the blood clots subsided and went away. And it took them a while to figure out what was going on. They started seeing the blood clots in my, and the yuck and stuff from my nose in the napkin, or in the tissues and everything. It was disgusting. While I was in there, I could hardly move. They started having me do these things where I laid on my stomach, laid on my sides. Couldn't do much of the stomach part. But they had me laying on my sides back and forth. I was in that hospital bed most of the time then. Eventually they were like, we need I think you should take a shower. Okay. The water was cold, man. I couldn't get it warm enough. I think that was my most disliked part of the whole spiel. So over time, as I got better through that entire week or so, I got to where I was my appetite came back at one point. Big time. I was hungry, and they were only giving me 3 small square meals a day. I lost a little over 20. I lost, I think I want to say about 26 pounds while I was in there. I went in there at 263. Came out at 240 something. So in a way that was good. I needed to lose the weight, and now I'm trying to keep it off. Because I don't need to get, and plus they said that I needed to keep the weight off. I needed to lose more. I've talked about before why that went the way it went. So, yeah, so now I'm home, but I'm having horrible breathing issues. I do okay to be sitting, and I do okay to be in my recliner. And that's about it. I get to walking around, and I feel like I'm going to fall over. I can hardly hold myself up. I've got a cane. It's my dad's old cane. I've been having to walk around with it. The second day of being here, back out here, I decided I put my mask on, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it. Maybe I can hammer it home. Wear these damn things when you're out in public. All right? Everybody needs to wear one. All right? It isn't about your goddamn rights. Stop that shit. All right? It isn't political. It's about health. It's about people's safety. You need to wear it. It won't be forever. Okay? And I know why people freak out about this. I already know what it is. It's anxiety. It's mental problems. A lot of Americans have them. And that's the whole reason people don't want to wear this. But I came back and put this, the other day, and I had it on, and I took a walk in my neighborhood, and by the time I got home, I wasn't moving. There wasn't any moving. I had exercised really hard. It was good though. Well, the doctor said I needed to get up and move around and get air outside, but it's so humid. I haven't been doing it. I did it. I walked a lot that day, and haven't done it since. But so this whole video is just a roundabout way of trying to explain to everybody out there how bad this virus is. All right, I almost actually didn't make it. They didn't think I was gonna make it. Okay, let me get that to sink in for everybody out there. I could have died. Okay, I could have fucking died. All right, I'm lucky to still be alive. I could have fucking died. So yeah, say it again. Wear it. It's not that bad. I've got anxiety myself, and I can wear this damn thing. It's not that bad. Oh, and I've got breathing issues now. My lungs are fucked, and I'm still wearing this son of a bitch. What is your fucking excuse, people? There is no excuse. You're all a bunch of Karens. Well, not all of you. I'm just saying the ones out there who don't want to wear this. My rights. My rights. Your rights. You're an idiot. Holy crap, man. Holy crap. Oh. So yeah, I just wanted to convey all that consistently and tell you, explain to you what was going on with me. Don't fight with people over this. It's important. You could be asymptomatic and spread it to people who can't handle it. So yeah, and right now my head is buzzing, by the way. My head buzzes like crazy now. And it's partly because I'm having trouble getting oxygen to my brain. So yeah. Wear the mask. And I hope people learn from this. It's no joke. That's basically what I'm trying to say to everybody out there. People are dying from it. It's a real thing. Just because something's not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening. It doesn't mean that it's not real. It doesn't mean that it's a hoax. I hate our goddamn president. That needs to go. I would much rather have Biden. And I'm not going to talk politics. I don't want to do that. But yeah, he does need to go. Anybody who's smart enough and pays attention to the crap that just flies from his damn mouth. So yeah, so that's it. I'm done talking here, and I hope people can take, if they can take anything away from this, is that this is a dangerous thing, man. It's important. Okay, there's other people out there like me who are diabetic. I'm a diabetic. That's partly part of the problem. I have a compromised immune system. When you go out there and you're perfectly healthy and you're toting the virus around, you're not wearing a mask, keeping it from getting to other people, you're putting people like me at risk. And that's the point I want to make. Stop trying to make it political. Stop being a Karen. Stop all that crap. Just wear the goddamn mask. Once we can get the goddamn fucking curve fucking flat. I'm sorry for cursing so much. When we can get the curve flattened enough, you won't have to wear the damn mask anymore. It's just something we have to do right now. Back in the I think it was the 1800s. Could be wrong. We had the Spanish flu, I think it was, or whatever. I can't remember. I watched something about it. And we didn't learn from that, apparently. Back then we had to wear masks. We haven't learned a GD thing. Alright, I'm done. So thanks for watching. I don't know if I'm doing another one of these videos about this virus and everything. I probably keep you guys up to date on what's going on. Like I said, my lungs are compromised now. I'm trying to get them back to normal. And it hasn't been easy. So, think about, what if it was a loved one? That's what you should think about. What if it's one of my loved ones? What if it's my uncle, aunt, grandparents, mother, father, whoever? What if it's a relative? You don't want them to have them. Be responsible. Alright? Stop being selfish. Alright? That's the main thing. You gotta stop being selfish. Alright, I'm out. Y'all have a good one.